Obstacle number 1 for the day passed. How many more are we gonna have? In case you're wondering, we are headed up there. Not sure if you guys can see this or not, but we are going over a pass right here. To give you an idea where we're going, there is a road that side hills and goes up over this pass over here. It's quite aggressive and it's a pretty high elevation mountain pass. Our friend here that we're going to rescue is already walking down it, and we're gonna come around and take a different way in if that road there is too icy. But we got tire chains. Let's go see what we're working with. Whoop! There it is.
Get her out, Dave.
We're gonna have to see.
Look at them skid marks here.
Came in red hot by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, super awkward here. I should be helping chain up, but couldn't help but just show what's going on here. We wanted to tie it off the truck here as soon as we got here, so didn't video much, but these mountain roads are a little icy and we wanted to just tie off this truck. Unfortunately, we're going across the road and up to a tree about here, and so the front end's tied off. The truck is not held up by much, but now that we're tied off, we're just chaining up the pickup truck, and we're gonna give us a real quick try before we go and call in the heavy guns. Who knows, might be running home to grab the JCB or another tractor, but we're not too far from home here. But just to show you guys what's going on, that front wheel is all that's holding this truck on, and a nice driving by bystander here stopped and is also giving us a hand. So there's 3 of us working on getting this rigged up, and I'm distracted here on the camera, which I feel like an idiot, but I couldn't help but show you guys what's going on. But if it did go off, it would be almost unrecoverable. I don't even think with a couple of our tractors on here that we could pull it out of that. So down here, that's probably 60 degrees, so we'd probably need a wrecker truck, but we're gonna get this thing secure and give this a go.
Coming. More. Good. Whoa.
This is just our pulling fence post chain. The cutters are for cutting the barbed wire. So.
I think you got enough chain to pull a couple pulls yet.
There's a better set for that. Oh yeah.
We can give that a blow.
That one was under that.
We have 1 bungee free. It's not quite ice road truckers, eh?
It's close. Ooh. You don't really need a bar here. It's helpful, but
it's only gonna spin a eighth of it or 1/10 of a turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you gotta go the other way. Lisa.
Oh. Oh, don't! We're being recorded right now. They're on. Nothing to it but to do it.
Moment of truth now, Dave. You're on. I'm gonna take this up, Dave.
Try shoveling out. All that material there that's holding up that back tire, because that tire was probably right here to start. Nope, actually it was right here. So get some of that out of the way.
That's
Ready?
a big tug. Moves a little bit, for sure. Over. Too close. Dude. We better order new tires.
Tires going on this week, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe studded. Wow, look at that. It actually looks worse now that the truck's not there. You understand? You understand how steep it is.
That was close.
Right on, man.
That was close.
So, thank you, cameraman. What do you got there? Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Wow. Just to make sure. Just to make sure nobody does the same thing.
I didn't even see that there. That wasn't marked very clearly.
If anyone's coming around this corner, use this as your no-go zone.
See that?
Don't go there. It's kind of like on the hot, crazy scale matrix of men and women. There's like a no-fly zone. Don't go there. Don't go. No go. So check that out. I don't know if that does any justice, but those trees, the spruce trees, are probably getting close to 25, 30 feet down. And you'd have to be pretty thirsty to go down to that creek. She's a deep one. Jason was thirsty, but oh, don't say his real name, Jason. He was thirsty, but not that thirsty. Anyway, we got her with the help of a fellow outdoorsman passing by. One of a few that stopped, several didn't. Thank you for the fella that did and gave Jason a ride to cell phone reception so he could give me a call. So whoever you were, thank you very much for stopping. That karma goes around and comes around. Our newfound cameraman here couldn't help but be interested in this action, and he wouldn't take my $50 to hire him as a cameraman for this hour, but thank you very much for helping, let alone just stopping.
You look good, ain't that big Dodge?
Yeah, that big Dodge, eh? That big Dodge, but that GMC, she's not in the rhubarb today. So is that a win?
That's a win.
It's a win. No rhubarb. Thank you so much.
Yeah, take it easy. See ya.
So much. That 50, it's right here.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, thanks, man. I didn't hit stop on the old record button. Whoops.
That could have been a lot worse.
That's a big win, actually. We didn't have to waste all that time and effort doing the tractor thing.
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, I'm still recording. This button don't just want to stop. I thought we were just BSing now, but seeing how the camera's still rolling, you guys might recognize this orange strap from a previous video. I don't know when it's gonna launch yet, but our friends over at Canyon Rigging gave us this tow strap. Obviously this is more what it's designed for, but they gave it to us to do a little special project there in the yard with a, actually I'm not gonna tell you, it was, I'll tell you, it was a nasty old tree stump we had to pull. So we were kind of scratching our heads on what to do there, and we asked our friends over at Canyon what to choke it with, and this is the strap that we bought from them. So look at that, it's multi-purpose, a week old, and it's being used already, multi-purpose. But yeah, thank you Canyon Rigging for that strap. That was great, and well, quite a bit of their riggings here today, so thank you very much. That's bad. That's bad. Well, we're gonna have to fix that before we can be on the road, or I can be seen with you. Well, that'll buff out. Oh no! Well, here we were thinking today was a win. Check out that hole. A center cap. She gone. She gone. Rest in peace. Center cap. That's a fuel center cap. Oh, that's like 600 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh, we got the ring. We're good. Oh, there's a scratch on her too. I think you're trading her in for a new one. I hope your wife don't watch my videos, because that there is scratch.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you scratched her truck. That's a couple date nights, bud.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's I wasn't as optimistic. Huh? This thing just don't want to turn off. It's still recording. The button ain't working. Brand new camera. Record button she broke. So I guess you guys are.
See that? See?
You're on for the whole ride.
Whoa.
Oh, what's that? Oh,
There.
that's like 16 date nights. Good thing your wife's nice.
You know the pit run you dug up here.
Oh, the pit run.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
The change, you had the jewelry on. Good thing.
Good thing for tire chains. That's actually winter driving 101. If you have the space, you better to have them and never use them than to use them and never need them.
You need them back here.
You need them. On these roads, if you're by yourself, I don't know who would ever come out here by themselves, but
Well, there's no cell service either.
there's no cell service, so that don't help. But well, everything was pretty organized back here on the old truck, but I couldn't help but hear that a few of these pieces were airborne when we gave her the old tuggy tug. Anyways, let's see if that record button will turn this thing off. Can't park there. That's no-go zone.
I don't know where to park. Get this rigging out of the way.
Oh yeah, I don't want that getting run over. I think I hear a Tesla coming.
Oh, you don't.
No?
Definitely not, Dave.
Not up here? No.
Not out here.
Okay, not out here, he says.
Tesla country at all.
Tesla country. Nah. Tire chains for the win. For the record, I test fit these chains before I grabbed them from the shop here to come and rescue Jason. So I knew this was, or I knew they were going to be a hair small because they were from my last truck. And so I picked up a couple of these out of the bolt bin in the shop, thinking that they were going to be long enough. So no word of a lie, I am super happy that we were pulling that fence there in the last couple videos and doing all that work because I had some 5/16 chain and those bolt cutters in the truck. If that didn't happen, we might not have got these tire chains on. So super happy. Sometimes karma just works with you. And, if it wasn't for that right there, today probably would have been a different story. So tire chains for the win. Oh, we're live. Well guys, just kind of cleaning up all this gear and rigging to put back in the storage box and in the bags, but couldn't help but think what you saw here. A friend called at 12:30, not too far away, but it took a couple hours to assemble some gear, some of this always lives in the truck, but I had to grab the tire chains and a bit of extra rigging. But it puts it into perspective. If you're traveling in the backcountry, you're by yourself, or it doesn't matter, even if you're with your family, how much rigging and tools you should probably have just to be going to these beautiful places. Because without all this, plus the tire chains on that truck, if we didn't have at least all this and we just barely got her out, when we first got here, I was actually thinking we'd be running back and grabbing Kenny and throwing the JCB on the trailer and pulling this out with heavier equipment. You know, whether you have this stuff or hopefully somebody driving by that was kind enough to stop and help had this in their truck. But a lot of guys just run a tow strap. You know, these are great. You can't go wrong having these in the back of your truck, but they're still a bit useless without. Like, we used 5 clevises, a shovel, a kinetic rope, plus some chain. So obviously it wasn't quite a straight pull. We had to anchor the front of the truck so that it didn't get squirrely in the front, go down the hill while we pulled out the rear. So we had to tie off the front of the truck while we pulled out the back of the truck. So even if we didn't have to tie off the front of the truck, we would still have needed 3/4 of what you see here, plus tire chains. That truck could not have done anything without tire chains. Doesn't matter what brand of truck you're loyal to or how good of winter tires you have, tire chains would not have pulled out a truck in a situation like that. And that truck was probably pretty darn close from going over. And as you guys saw how steep that hill was, if it did go over, the way we were looking at it was it might have not just slid down the hill, we think it might have rolled, and it probably would have done a half roll before it ended up in the rhubarb into those spruce trees. And at that point, you're talking probably a new truck and a very hefty tow truck bill, because just an average tow truck wouldn't have to come here. Something with a wrecker and winches would have to come here and really anchor its outriggers into the ground. A little more perspective, guys. Where that Dodge is where it went over the ledge. And we had enough rigging to hook onto a tree up here. So in case that wasn't captured in the video, you know, that's where that 100 foot, 130 foot of rigging came in handy to bridge that gap and hold the front end of that truck secure. So just a couple little extra pieces might be worth carrying in the back of your truck if you're ever mountain driving in the middle of winter. Tow trucks are expensive. Hey Jason, you can't park there.
I'm gonna have to cut him.
Can't park there. Now that Jason did all the hard work, putting the chains on almost and off almost by himself, I can I'll do the finishing touches. Oh, heavy lifting.
You guys notice how Dave used his legs on his back?
Not your back. It's all in your knees. Let's roll. Hey Jason, how slow are you gonna drive?
Really slow.
Okay, sounds good.
10K.
Yeah, okay, see ya. Well, we're leaving the scene of the crime. Jason, shouldn't have parked there, buddy. Oh, I mean Jason. His real name's not Jason. It's Jason. Hope you guys enjoy some of these views. I know we're in our backyard right now, but this just doesn't get old. Grew up in these areas, coming in them to camp, hunt, fish, Sunday drives, you name it. You know, we've spent a lot of time here over these years, and you know, we've hiked a lot of these mountains and camped here and snowmobiled all through here. And I'm not much of a world traveler, but this never gets old. And I challenge some people sometimes, maybe I shouldn't, but we have so much more to explore right in our own backyard, and I know a lot of people do. You know, I've heard of people in South Dakota, as an example, that have never been to Mount Rushmore. You know, things like that. You know, it's pretty neat how sometimes your backyard, no matter if you're on the prairies or in the hills or in the mountains, there's so much to explore. Super cool to be thankful for all this. I hope you guys are enjoying these views. Just like that, we're back in the hills.